Let's talk about this issue of Wi-Fi hotspots.
Yes.
You have so far launched about 421 Wi-Fi hotspots, or has that increased?
Yeah, 421.
421.
Yeah, but there are an additional 3 which you have launched in the coast this weekend.
Yeah, but we've seen complaints from certain people that they're not functional.
Some of them had got challenges, especially the ones that we launched during the pilot stage. What happened, for example, as a start, we had targeted the markets. And we envisaged a situation where when we were installing the Wi-Fi hotspots, the consumption was only meant for the what? For the market dwellers. But we had a critical mass of Kenyans flocking around the market. So whereas we had got limited access points, the demand then outstripped the what? The supply. So what we have done at this point in time is to come up with a sustainable mechanism through that we are going to roll out these Wi-Fis in a sustainable manner. One, we are increasing the access points. 2, we have also had a problem of power challenges. Initially, when we rolled out this Wi-Fi, we envisaged a situation where the markets themselves, through their respective markets association, were going to meet the cost of power. Some markets started defaulting, yeah? And we had to come in through our implementing agency, which is ICTA, to start meeting the cost of power. We have now come up with a framework through which, as national government, we are going to partner with the county governments in the establishment and operationalization of these Wi-Fis. The county governments have accepted or expressed interest or willingness to ensure that they help us identify suitable sites for the Wi-Fis, the markets where we should install them. 2, they will meet recurrent expenditures, such as that of electricity. Then we provide the infrastructure and devices. That is the second mitigation measure. Number 3, we are exploring the possibility of utilizing devices which will rely on solar as opposed to electricity. Because another challenge that we have with electricity is the power outages, because we have got frequent power outages. So that will sort out that problem. If we leverage on solar as opposed to electricity, that will then make also this be operationalized in a sustainable manner. The other issue that we have sorted out is maintenance. Initially, at the pilot stage, we didn't have a comprehensive working arrangement with the service providers that entail maintenance. We are now ensuring that as and when we engage any service provider, that contract must also have a service maintenance clause, including but not limited to entailing within that contract very clear service level agreements, SLAs, so that if there is any interruption, that interruption has to be sorted out within a specific timeline, okay? The other issue is to enhance the capacity of our NOFB. Okay. Because of the unforeseen traffic within the NOFB, we had got a bit of system clogging. We have now enhanced the capacity of NOFB from 10G to 30G. Okay. That again will sort out the problem of frequent interruption of internet. So what I want to assure Kenyans is that we are determined to roll out the 25,000 Wi-Fis, and they will be operational in a sustainable manner.
Who are the service providers?
We are definitely partnering with the private sector.
Who's the private sector?
The private sector is the internet service, the internet service providers. Yeah. You know, Trevor, when we say we are doing something as government, it does not mean that the government has to do it itself. The role of government, for purposes of clarity, is to put in place an enabling policy and regulatory framework to ensure that the private sector thrives. That's what we should do. That is true. Anything in our digitalization agenda, as we speak, we envisage that government will only undertake 52% and the private sector 48%. If the private sector, in the converse, can undertake 99% of our digitalization agenda, so be it. Yeah, we're
not questioning that, Waziri. What we're questioning is that Kenyans want to know these private sector players that were selected. How are they selected? Was it a fair process? You see, how did they bid? Was it any procurement process? So who has been selected? Any procurement process in government must be in conformity, full conformity to the public procurement and asset disposal. But we didn't see any announcement of it. There was. We did tender for the Wi-Fi. We had about 20 service providers who won, and that information is available on the portal, Public Procurement and Asset PPRA portal, so including also the ICTA website. We have also tendered for the rollout of fiber, again through a competitive bidding process. There's no single source in government. So who are you working with, Waziri? Come again? Who are you working with in the private sector? We have about, as we speak, we have got about 20 service providers who are offering that service. On different capacities? Yes, yes. Okay, let's take a quick break.
In their individual capacity, you see when you float a tender, it is an open tender. So anybody who meets the minimum threshold is free to do what? To bid. And anybody is free to win, so long as the evaluation project process is objective and conforms to the set standards that were there in the terms of reference as was entailed in the tender document.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's an open tender. Anybody is free to bid, including but not limited to you if you are a service provider. So we don't lock anybody out.
All right, let's take a quick break here on the Band Report. Keep your questions coming at Trevor Mbija at Citizen TV Kenya.